Crown of blade, she takes the throne. Crimson rivers, cornerstone. Unyielding wrath, she commands the tide. Unquaking wrath, she can't be denied. Quaking rains of fury ignites. Shadows bow before her might. Chains and fire fuel her cries. The best I ever had of the blood-red skies. Venomous glare pierces the night. Her scream shatters endless fright. No savior comes, no soul escapes. Her iris crushes their fate. Chaos roaring, her kingdom's call. Crimson banners rise and fall. Through the void, her screams demand. She will flood darkness with her hand. Throats crack loud, the silence breaks. Her icy grip, countless she takes. So fragrant burns like a brand. No mercy found in her command. The quaking rains of fury ignites. Shadows bow before her might. Chains and fire fuel her cries. The best I ever had of your blood-red skies. Venomous glare pierces the night. Her scream shatters endless sight. No savior comes, no soul escapes. Her iris crushes their fate. Venomous glare pierces the night. Her scream shatters endless sight. No savior comes, no soul escapes. Her iris crushes their fate.
What up? I'm back. 2 for 1 special. I'm back. Y'all thought y'all got rid of me, didn't you? Y'all was like, man, she ain't gonna be live no more. She ain't gonna be live no more. Surprise! I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you? Did you miss me? You know what we always do, like the video on your way in or out, or go run tell that, like the video. Shoot, I got your attention, baby. Like the video. Okay? And if you're new here, or if you're in the bushes and I still haven't convinced you to subscribe yet, it's okay. I'm working on it. Subscribe if you like the laid back vibes, if you like the spontaneity of not having a scheduled content and being all uncouth and unorthodox, like, go and subscribe. There's going to be plenty more of that where that has come from. And turn all your notifications on because, like I said, I'm pretty spontaneous. Also, we have a goal of 1K subscribers. And I know y'all thinking Sierra over here chasing the bag. I'm really not. I just want notoriety. I think notoriety and credibility is worth more than monetization to me. In my opinion. So, tonight, we are going to be reviewing the Glarer. Hey, Will. Reviewing the Glarer, going over Dolly Vision. And this happened at the beginning of their road trip. And I saw it. I laughed. And, I could have jumped on here and reviewed it when the block was hot, but I did not. I restrained. I held back. I let it marinate in the algorithm, let it get a good algorithm marination before I put it on the grill. Okay? And so, I just figured I wanted the glare to get as much views as possible on that video. I shared it out when it happened. I am a big fan, you know, of the glare. Um, feel how you want to feel. Feel how you want to feel. But here we are. Here we are. And if y'all have not checked out the Glare's channel, he's a great true crime channel. He's very intellectually progressive when it comes to the process of justice. I was very impressed by his commentary, actually, especially on the Kieran Reed case. You know, so enough of me sucking off the glarer so he doesn't strike me. Okay, fair use. Wait, let me put my banner up here. Glare, we're cool. Okay, we're cool. We're cool, right? We're good. Everything's fine, baby. You did nothing wrong. Relax. Put your feet up. I'm actually going to be sucking your cock this whole life. So, relax, loosen them shoulders up. It's all good, you know. I just wanted to get in. I just wanted to get in on the fun. Okay? Can I get in on the fun? How y'all doing in the chat? I'm about to go in. I'm about to go in hot, y'all. Hi to everybody. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. I know my baby mama in here. So, hey, girl. Hey. So, let's get it. Let's see what it's giving. I'm gonna be pausing a lot because it's it's some tea. It's some old tea. But actually, let me give a prelude to this a little bit. Let me get is it an interlude or a prelude? Whatever's at the beginning of the book, child. When you read a novel, let me give you the beginning part, okay? Backstory, behind the scenes tea, okay? How am I scrolling at the beginning of the live? Anyways, um, the tea is, like I said, I'm a big fan of the Glarer and his coverage of the Karen Reed trial. So I was sharing this live all over my messenger, just boop, 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 boop. Everybody get in here, everybody get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. He roasted him. He roasted it. I get so ready. Like I'm ready for the cockfight. Like I'll be ready for the pissing contest. Like I'll be on the sidelines like a little cheerleader, like a little enthusiastic cheerleader, like oh, the boys are gonna fight. Ooh, I'll be all ready for it. I love that shit. I don't know why. I mean, it's not that it's sexy when girls do it because I'm just like, oh, why can't we just get along? When the girls and the gays do it, it's not that intriguing for me. But when the straight guys do it, oh, love it, love it, love it. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Okay. Now, I shared it out and I came back to the YouTube platform to watch something else or continue watching the glare. And I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, Lionel, Lord Dandelion, ain't gonna know the tea. I don't want to leave him out. Let me go share the tea with him. Okay. Gave him the timestamp. Boop, 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 boop. Right here. Check it out. And I think I left a note after the timestamp and I said, this is so embarrassing. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. And y'all gonna see why it's embarrassing in a minute. But I said, this is so embarrassing. And Lionel hit me back up with, I will read it verbatim. Let me get my passcode. Let me unlock my phone, child. Okay. 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 We're going to get to the tea because inquiring minds want to know. He said, ooh, we prayer eyes And I said, so embarrassing. Like this ain't good. And he laughed at that. Then I sent him a screenshot of this very same live, right? And then he said, "Well, I like to embarrass myself. Dolly will be fine. Maybe even get more followers." And I hearted that. No problem. I said, maybe. He said, "You becoming the dark rose." Eyes, laugh emoji. And this is where I kind of switched position in my seat. Because I was like, did he just call me the black ass rose? Did he just call me a black ass Team Rose? I think he just called me the black ass Team Rose. Child. And I said, I'm cool with that. Just letting you know what's happening this morning in Krama. He hearted that. And then he says, but you have taught me, and I'm still learning. I never finished your live so much. Like, he has so many grammars. And he's like, great live, even the glare you as in your chat. Thank you. I'm only learning who the real players are. I don't know if he was intoxicated or not. I don't know. But child, I had felt the way. And if y'all want to hear the audios to that, uh, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all have already heard them. So, because he can't keep nothing secret. Quiet as it's kept, y'all. Don't get in that DM with Lionel and be telling your nearest and dearest, because it'll be on front page on YouTube tomorrow. It'll, any plans, any ideas, anything, child. If you took a shit or didn't take a shit, it'll be on Lionel's tomorrow. So don't be telling him no super secrets. I'm letting y'all know right now. Okay, I don't have no problem with y'all hearing my personal shit, because it's really not that personal. It ain't nothing I'm not scared to tell you myself, or to act that way accordingly myself, because I've got on here with the same tone over the years, right? So I'm not above it. I am that snake bitch, and I do it again. You feel? So we about to get into this glarer. I just wanted to cover that on the Lionel tip. That's the glare. This live started the whole beef with me and Lionel, basically, is what I got out of it. And I don't even know why or how or what, but he flipped, I flipped, we both flipped, we flipped on each other, and he left me a message earlier and called me a black bitch, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm a black bitch. Oh my god, you don't say. When did that occur to you? When did you realize that? Now I'm black, Lionel. Now I'm black. See, that's not the squirrel, but I'm gonna squirrel for a little bit. It's crazy this whole time when Lionel was love bombing me, right, and blowing my ego up, right. He was all like, "Oh, Sierra, I love you. You are so great. You're this. You're that." Love bombing the fuck out of me, but he was like, "Sierra, you're not black. Sierra, you're not black. You're." Everyone knows Sierra's white. She's not black. He would say that on live on my panel, and I'd just laugh, and I'd be like, "Okay." You'll see the nigga one day. You'll see it one day, you know. And sure enough, he finally saw the nigga in me. He finally saw. I'm so proud of him for that. That is so sweet of him. Whew. Politics, man. Politics. And isn't it ironic? You know, sometimes in these YouTube interactions here on YouTube and in the true crime and crama and drama community, I find myself saying to myself, now I don't say this to anybody else because it's just not cool to say. Okay, guys, this is just between us. Okay. But in my private moment, I find myself saying to myself, self, Team Rose was right. Team Rose was right, bitch. Team Rose was right. Because when her and Lionel would be arguing, she would tell Lionel, you know, you always bring me down. You don't never listen to me. You always are so mean to me. You just flip on me. She'd always just go off, right? And I'd be like, damn, Lionel be treating Rose crazy sometimes. But I ain't saying that. Ain't none of my business, y'all. Hey, okay, we hate Team Rose this week. Cool, Lionel, yay. You go King Scar. You know, you killed Mufasa. Oops. Okay, cool. Pride Rock, yeah. Let's go. I'm just rolling with the narrative, right? Because you got to play these games on these streets. And now that I've experienced Lionel firsthand, Team Rose was right. Lionel has a problem. This is totally off topic, by the way. Lionel has a problem with women sticking up for themselves. When a woman puts her foot down and says, no, I don't deserve this kind of treatment, or what is wrong with you? Like, what is your issue? Like, trying to get to the core of the matter, he blows the fuck up. Like a toddler having a tantrum, making lives titled with my name on them. Well, not my name, he'll title them Black Rose and Hard R, child. Now, the Black Rose one, I didn't listen to all the way. Maybe I did, maybe I did. I don't think I did for a long time. I don't think I did. I think one of my friends did, but the ones that he just did, I listened to, and it wasn't that bad. Like, it's like he trying to fucking pick a fight with me, but that's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Now, we're going to get into this Glare situation, okay? Okay, y'all with me? We're going to get into this Glare situation right here. And we're going to see what the Glare are talking about. We're going to see what's going on. I know this is a long time ago, but hey, I couldn't come out here when the block was hot, okay? They would have shot me down, okay? They would have been like, hey, 24 hours so we can get our views. Or whatever YouTubers say, right? So I had to wait and let them get their views, okay? He got 6K. I'm not going to get 6K off of this. But we're going to go over it, though. Okay, per.
All right. Now, all right. So this idiot went live.
Oh, oh.
This is how this went for him.
Okay.
Now, pause. He's screen shared and pulled up Jimmy and PJ live, right? Their coverage of the Karen Reed. Now, play close attention to actually I'm gonna turn my speaker up a little bit. Pay close attention to the very soft, very almost muted PJ in the passenger seat pouting about she don't get to. I just wanted to yell at Karen Reed. I wanted to be a bitch today and I didn't get a chance to do it. She is having a whole meltdown. I wouldn't be surprised if tears ain't well up, but let's see.
We'll do something fun today. What do you want to do?
I'll talk about it later.
Huh?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay.
Look at the glare.
You only have a copy of it, and I still can't find.
He said, I want to talk about it right now. She said, I want to talk about it right now. Hold on, Glare. Make sure you on HD, baby. I need to see you, Glare. I need to see you clearly. Okay. But she said, I don't want to talk about it right now. No. Yeah. And Jimmy is looking like, why do I put up with this shit? Like, okay, you're in a bad mood because you didn't get to talk shit to Karen Reed, bro? Is that the whole point of this relationship? So you can talk shit to Karen Reed? The fuck?
It's not easily accessible. And it keeps timing out like my internet. Well, no, I have four bars now.
I know. Let's. It's like, okay, like, peep it. Me, the glare, and Jimmy all looking like, what the fuck? What is wrong, girl? We all looking like confused, like, what is she disgruntled about? I'm not like that. I'm only time I get moody is if I'm constipated. TMI, I know. Only if I'm constipated, and there's another reason too. Or I ain't got no cigarettes. I think that's the other reason. That's the only time I get in a mood, in a tizzy. In a tizzy. But normally I just, whatever's wrong with me, I can handle on myself, me, myself, and I. And, if I need help, I know how to phone a friend. I know how to phone a friend, bitch. You know? But I don't know. It's just something about, she's older than me. What is she, 42? A 42-year-old woman pouting in the car like this. Like a 6-year-old. Shit, a 4-year-old. Because my 6-year-old didn't even pout like this. My 6-year-old was very mature. My 6-year-old did not do this. Mm-mm.
Dolly, is there any new updates about the kids? Not yet. We'll start digging into the groups in a little while, seeing what the rumors and what news is out on everything, see if anybody spoke up. We've been going early since this morning because we had to be at Karen Reed so early to get there on time because traffic's so bad around.
I got it, Blair. I got it. Oh, Jimmy. Hey, baby. This is not a good angle for you, Sugarfoot. This is not a good angle for you. This is not a good angle. You cute old man. It's not. Oh, we need to get you up. You need to get. Don't PJ got a phone holder or something? You so old school. Get the camera up. Oh, come on, boomer. Get the camera up. Up here looking at your booger.
Around here.
And yeah, got
So-
kicked out.
Yeah, they did.
Like this idiot.
John O'Keefe's mother hasn't been looking well. I hope she hasn't had a.
So let me give you guys a little rundown on this idiot right here. So this guy,
I can't up the audio for the glare or what he's sharing. It was low when he did it live. So if I up the audio even more, then my mic will have it won't echo, but it will 222 on the glare's time on the timestamp, 222 on the timestamp. If you know, you know. So this is low anyway. So there's nothing I can do about that. Sorry about that. What up with the chat? Let me see who's in the chat. Sassy, what up? Pink. What? According to Leanie. Oh, I'm a classy lady tonight. I'm a classy lady tonight. Okay. Leanie in the house. All right. Yes. Homesteaders are in the building. Welcome, homesteaders. Welcome. Kick your shoes off. And I have extra crochet materials in the corner. Okay. So if y'all want to crochet or something, I'm just making sure y'all comfortable. Ooh, Donna up in here. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Hey, girl. All right. Max Smith in the house. Okay. Okay. Look at y'all. Wait. Did I see True Seeker over here? What up, True Seeker? What up, girl? Girl. I found some stuff. True Secret, I found some stuff that would help like sore muscles from working out. And I hope I saved the screenshot. If I didn't save the screenshot, I will go look for it and screenshot it again. Or just send you the link. But girl, I thought of you when I saw it. I don't know what. I think I was on Amazon. I'm pretty sure I was. Okay, turn your device up at home. Okay, my device up at home. Like my computer or my physical stereo? Let me see what you guys are talking about. Okay, sound. My sound is all the way up. My master sound is all the way up. Now, let me look at the audio maybe. Maybe that'll help if I put the audio up a little more. Are we good? All right, let's get to it. Turn your devices up. I turned mine up. Tell you, no, Sierra. No, not Esther, not you people in the chat. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, turn y'all devices up. Yeah, what my cousin said. Turn y'all shit up. Rude. No, y'all something else. All right, let's get it. So now they trying to figure out what they gonna do on this trip, which is really, it's not even, they're not looking for nobody missing. Like, the give, send, go is to fund trips like this, to go see Karen Reed and to go do this and go do that. And they kind of say that, but they kind of put on it like, oh, we're going to look for Summer Wells, or oh, we're going to look for Sebastian Rogers, or oh, we're going to look here, look there. Maybe if Jimmy was by himself, he might actually look and, do his own thing in his own rhythm, but when he's got a pretty princess over there in the passenger seat, you know, what do they call, passenger princess over there, whining and pouting, he can't do no searching and looking. This is just a glorified vacation. Let's be real.
Guy makes a living. He is what the anti Karen Reed people accuse us of being, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Grifters, people who exploit tragedy, things of that nature. Now,
and because of his numbers, no shade, I'm happy for Jimmy's success and all the mushy gushy of it all. But in the reality of the situation, because of his notoriety for what occurred, in Savannah, Georgia, the things, his coverage of the Summer Wells case, and the things he prided himself and his channel in being a part of, are also not some of his best behavior. And because of his numbers, and the Turtle Gang is strong, people will put everyone in true crime into that Turtle Gang category, into that Dolly Vision category, unfortunately. But it's up to people like me and the Glarer to make sure we turn y'all to the right direction. I'm not saying don't watch Dolly Vision, because I watch Dolly Vision. I never tell you that. But I believe some changes should be made so people will have more respect for him. He would have been and had 100K by now if he would listen to constructive criticism, right? Okay? Because somebody is giving you bad advice. Quiet as it's kept. And they're the closest one to you. Unfortunate.
what this guy does is in my opinion, the lowest of the low. I think he's lower than JLR. JLR is a piece of shit. JLR is an absolute and utter piece of shit. And JLR has done much lower things than this guy has done. That's true. But what he does for content is way lower than what JLR does.
Wow. Wow. He said that. Wow.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives.
You don't pay me for that.
What this guy does is he just exploits missing children. Missing children go missing. Children go missing, and he will spread rumors and false information about the family, and that family might be suspects. Who knows? But the problem is that there's an investigation, and there's a child who is out there missing.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that I can't get down with. That's the reason I don't cover current true crime cases. That's why I'm only interested in analyzing cold cases or cases that have already been settled in court, or there's already been a conviction in or an execution in, because I don't want to impede on any part of an investigation. I don't want to be an echo chamber of misinformation or social media fodder to hurt the result of kids being found or closure coming to families. I don't want the attention. You know what I mean? And I think it'd be something different if instead you can theorize on a case, you can theorize where a child may go and what they may do and get information and discuss, and all that is fine. But my problem comes when you start going to these locations and protesting outside the house and showing up at Karen Reed's trial just to harass her. This is where there needs to be a hard boundary. You will never catch me camping up outside of Kanika Jenkins' mama house in Chicago. You'll never catch me in Chi-Town. I don't even have no relatives in Chicago, so I can't even fake like, oh, I'm here to visit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of weird, and it's kind of going real life. And I don't know if it's like some type of weird truther movement that maybe PJ's involved in, to where you have to see the news to know it's real because you can't trust mainstream media and all that fool la la. I don't know if that's it. And that is the case sometimes, but not everything that come across the screen or the TV or social media. Okay? And even if it fake or real, right? Real or fake. Think about how you would feel if you was a victim, if you was a missing person or a missing child, or if you was involved in a crime. Think about how you would feel if it was broadcasted everywhere and analyzed and picked over. Okay? Think about how you would feel. I have much respect for creators like The Glare and like in our chat, according to Leni has put in the work on the Idaho 4 case, baby. She is in there. Documents. Okay? Court documents. All that. Transcripts. She is in there. And I can respect that. Emily D. Baker. Okay? Grizzly. True Crime. Christina Randall. The Surprise Witness. Tisa Tells. These true crime creators actually are studying the process of justice. And you have people like, you know, no shade, like Dolly Vision, who is just reporting on what his girlfriend has found out for the day as far as gossip and you know, things she has come across and things he has come across in the same spaces. You know, not so much sticking to the facts, but sticking to rumor. That can be a real problem in these delicate situations. But I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Child.
Not dead, because we don't have any information on said child just yet. That child is just missing. So he's already accusing people of murder. This is dangerous for two reasons. A, because the people that he is always accusing, there's never any evidence against. There's never any foul play suspected by the professional law enforcement investigators tasked with the responsibility of finding these missing children. So there's that. And so therefore he turns the entire public against people who could be grieving more than anybody else, that and missing this child more than anybody could possibly imagine, and worried out of their minds. And he's spreading rumors about these people and calling them murderers.
Yes.
This is very, very dangerous. Second,
it is very dangerous because it threatens innocent until proven guilty. If the roles were reversed and a crime happens at Dolly Vision's home, in Dolly Vision's life, I hope his family keeps the same energy. I hope his family and his friends keep the same energy when we start to dig through and get the rumor mills and the receipts. Because you get what you put out in this world. Remember that, Jimmy. Okay?
The reason why this is very dangerous is if you spin a narrative and you have thousands of subscribers, and he has thousands.
Yep.
If you spin a narrative that a missing child is dead when there's no evidence that that child is dead, what happens is people subconsciously stop looking.
Exactly.
They stop keeping their eye out when there's a missing person's post.
And you know what? I'm so glad he said that, because while this was going on, okay, and while Jimmy and PJ was up trying to harass Karen Reed, there was a spotting of a kid. Go to White Boy Radio Lockdown. There was a spotting of a kid that looked just like Sebastian Rogers in Virginia. And that was totally overlooked. Not mentioned on Dolly Vision, nowhere. But he was for Sebastian Rogers. He want to find this boy so bad, right? He wants y'all to send money to his Give, Send, Go so he can go help look for Sebastian, Summer Wells, Michael Mucky Vaughn. But you would think if some intel came across the social medias, no matter who it come from, no matter how you feel about White Boy, you would think, oh shit, look back. They done saw Sebastian Rogers. We need to go back home. Shoot, we need to figure out where this picture was taken and figure out if it's legit. You know? I mean, I understand, you can't like teleport. I get that. But I'm just saying, it wasn't even mentioned. It wasn't even flashed up on the screen for people to see. You know? I mean, you can say what you want about the creator, but the information that the creator came across might mean something. And you dismissing it because you don't like somebody? Fuck out of here, man. That's a bitch ass move right there, in my opinion. And I'll tell you that to your face. I ain't one to hold my tongue. You know what I mean? Okay.
They don't look out on the street to see if they see that kid is missing. They assume that the kid is dead, and their focus is on accusing someone and pointing fingers at someone. That is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how this guy makes his money. And he makes a lot of money doing it.
A lot.
Because there is a shit ton of.
And I'm going to be real with you. Even though he put up, what, $5,000 for any information leading to, Jack and Lily's whereabouts, even though he put up that $5,000, there's more in the bank. That's not his whole savings. That might be his savings, but that's not what the balance is. You know what I mean? Just like with me, like I can move what's in my available balance back and forth to my savings account, right? He can do the same thing. It's just a matter of the way you say it to save face, But it's 2025 and we ain't putting up with the hustle no more, man.
Really stupid and shitty fucking people out there. And yes, if you support Dolly Vision, I'm calling you a piece of shit.
Now, when you say support, the glare gonna get me. Now, when you say support, does that mean does that mean slobbing on the knob? My throat, my throat tickled when I was getting ready to talk about head. I don't know. 1 second. My throat percolated. Oh, my throat pickled when I was about to make a joke about some head. Oh God. I'm just asking for a friend. Am I a piece of shit? How much of a piece of shit am I if I'm subscribed to Dolly Vision and I possibly could be fucking them? How bad would this level of piece of shit? Like, I can't do nothing with the glare. If that's his opinion, ooh, somebody working that good voodoo on me, child. Hold on. If he wanna, think I'm a piece of shit or a part of the piece of shit, or maybe I am a problem. Maybe I am the problem. Glare will make you think about yourself sometimes. You be like, hold up. He said that with a whole lot of conviction. I'm gonna get back to you on that, Glare. You might be on to something there. You might be on to something. But for right now, I'm the prettiest piece of shit you've ever seen.
This guy is making a shit ton of money, and there is a shit ton of people out there that support this because everybody wants to be the super sleuth.
Let me tell you something, Max. Ivana ain't nobody to be scared of, baby. Okay, I don't know why. Boggles my mind. I grew up. I'm done. I'm done, y'all. Look, I grew up with my daddy, right? My daddy was a Second Amendment type guy, if you get what I'm saying. He believed in the Second Amendment, okay? The right to bear arms. And he had plenty of arms to bear, right? And I grew up around artillery, okay? 22s, 9mm, Glocks, 3.5s, all of the sorts. What do you call them? Revolvers? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right. So, PJ and her little slow hitting the target ass. How you gonna? This is the thing I don't get. I watched the videos of PJ shooting in the shooting range, right? I watched her with her little pew pew, with her, but she must have been trying out a bigger gun or something, like an AK or something. It was a bigger gun, and I was just like, it wasn't the Glock, right? And I was watching her shoot, and she took like 300 years to pull the trigger. So I got time to run, baby. Don't you worry about it, Max. I am safe. Don't you worry about it. I got time to run, baby. By the time she think about squeezing that trigger, I'm gone. You heard me? You know? Because I don't know. I don't know if it was the gun was just too powerful or the kickback was too hard. I don't know what, but I don't know what she thought it was going to be. She thought it was going to be light. She need to if fuck with me, she need to get back in that range and learn something. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here. We didn't come here to talk about artillery now and what I got. Now, don't be scared. This is a safe place, okay? Max, don't be scared. Get your blankie, okay? If you're enjoying the commentary, like this video on your way in or out. And don't forget to subscribe. All right. Just looking out for you. You're too cool to be gone from YouTube. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. No, man, I'm protected, man. My ancestors got me, man. I ain't worried about old girl. And plus, here's a little tea, y'all. I moved from the location from where I first met Dolly Vision. I do not no longer live at that residency anymore. So they would be wasting their bullets on a total stranger. So I don't even know if anyone's moved in to that apartment since I've moved out, for real. Honest to God. So they don't even know where I am. I could be down the street from them. They don't know. They don't know if I'm in Roanoke or Chesapeake or Virginia Beach or France. They don't know. I'm recording live from a secret location. All right, let's get it.
Everybody wants to be the one to crack the case. You're not going to be the one to crack the case. There are professionals tasked with this responsibility. They are trained to do it.
Exactly.
This is why I don't fuck with missing kids cases anymore.
Exactly. I mean, it takes a lot of training. Like, you have to know how to look at a scene when you first come upon a scene, whether it's a missing case or a crime. There's so much into it. And to think you could just jump in is ignorant. That's what it is. It's ignorance.
I would always approach these things in a responsible manner. And the only way that I could actually get any content out of it where I felt where my conscience was clear was to make fun of people like him and people like Bullhorn Betty who do the same thing and people like JLR who do the same thing.
Agreed.
Because I other than putting the child's information out there,
you go.
You are overstepping and you are impeding on an investigation.
Thank you.
Exceed that
Thank you. When's the last time we seen Sebastian Rogers flyer up on Dolly Vision? When's the last time we seen Sebastian Rogers flyer posted by PJ Vision? When's the last time we seen Michael Monkey Vaughn's poster on Dolly Vision or Summer Wells's poster or any of these missing kids poster? It's a lot of talk going on about everybody around the kid and who's sleeping with who and who got a new man and where was the mama and did she leave or didn't she leave or who's off taking a vacation in the camper and who's out having a good time eating out, who's drinking beer, who is shopping at the Harley Davidson motorcycle shop. It's a whole lot of talk about everything but the child. On all creators' parts. And I think it takes here's where I'm about to suck the glare off. Okay, get ready. Okay, get the Diddy oil up. I think it's commendable that the glarer can see his fault in covering missing kid cases and state very eloquently of why he doesn't do that anymore, because he could see his error in his ways. And it is no shade or nothing shameful about admitting to take a step back from something. You know, that's some big dick energy right there. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I hate to trigger you like this, guys, but that's some big dick energy to me. Okay?
Responsibility that if you exceed that in any way, overstep that in any way, beyond simply sharing the child's information, then you are impeding on an investigation and diminishing drastically that child's chances of being found. Because what happens? You get thousands of idiots who call the hotline to give tips on the missing person. And instead of giving tips, they give their bullshit, wacky theories on family members. And this takes up resources.
Yeah, it takes up time, right? Think about the people running the official tip lines and the officers sitting at the desk and the detectives who have to review all the messages left on the tip lines. You know, they're sitting there like, what does this have to do about Sebastian Rogers? What does this have to do about Summer Wells? You know what I mean? What does this have to do about Michael Monkey Vaughn? Actions speak louder than words. And Dolly Vision's actions say that he's all about the money, baby. He ain't about these kids. You are highly mistaken if you think he about the kids. He about his kid, okay? But that's about as far as that goes.
They have to follow up on every tip. So what Dolly does is the lowest thing that a YouTuber can fucking do, in my opinion. Absolutely fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
But
as an insider, I saw the change. You know, very, very rarely in life do you, and I'm using allegory here, follow me. Very rarely in life do you witness someone selling their soul to the devil, right? And I got to witness that an allegory in a metaphysical way, I guess. I met Jimmy Jams, okay? When I first met him of May 4th, 2022, at 10:45 p.m. All the way to 3:45 a.m. Okay, that first interaction, right? He entered my home, Jimmy Jams. I tell people this all the time. He came to me, Jimmy Jams. He came inside of me, Jimmy Jams. But he left my presence, Dolly Vision. So, my fault, the glare. My fault. It's me. I'm the problem. I did it. Oops. I haven't had complete control of my powers yet. Okay, bibbity boppity boo. Oopsie doo. Mistake. I don't know. That's how I reversed the spell. Did it work? You know. Look. I'm just getting used to it. Okay. This is just a trial run with the powers, okay? So Dolly Vision is here. We have to deal with it, okay? We might not ever see Jimmy Jams again.
Virginia. Now, his wife, that's a whole nother thing. I don't know what's going on with his wife, dude. Like here in Tennessee, we pet and feed our dogs. We don't marry them. I don't know what the fuck this person is that he calls a wife, dude. Like,
they're not married. Thank God. But did he just call PJ a dog? He called PJ a roo 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 roo. He said PJ looked like a roo roo. I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. Okay, PJ, cover your ears. Cover your ears, girl. Cover your ears. I ain't even gonna hold you, but when they were missing them, was telling me who he was dating or who he was at court with, and they had found the girl picture in her channel and all that shit, right? This was back when she was PJ's Not So Secret Diary, right? I went over there and typed it in and looked at it, and I looked at her community post to see, and I think the Glare had posted it too, so I had went to go look, right? And I was like, let me go see. And I said, this can't be the girl this ain't her. Y'all crazy. This is not her. What? I refused to. I said, whatever. This is the wrong girl. Y'all didn't got the wrong girl. This is just some regular girl who. I was like, this can't be her because it's the reason it's so hard for me to believe is just because Jimmy was pulling some bad bitches when I came into the scene, man. I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but BB, you know what I'm saying? I'm a bad bitch, okay? Last time I checked, Missa was a bad bitch, okay? Last time I checked after that, Jess and baby mama was a bad bitch, okay? So, it's a few other people I'm not gonna name are bad bitches, okay? So, I don't know. It's something different. It's something different. It's different. But he called her a dang. He called her a dog, bro. And Jimmy ain't say shit. Jimmy ain't come up here all mad defending his woman's honor or nothing. You don't give a damn, bro. How many subscribers the Glare got? I wish I was with a 45K. Okay, but still, it don't matter. That's a lot. 16,000 people have seen this video of him calling his girlfriend a dog, bro. I wish I would date. I wish I would date. I'm just gonna talk like I regular. I wish I would date a nigga, right? And someone we know call me a dog in front of a whole bunch of people. This is like the Glares at the cookout, and there's 16,000 people at the cookout, and he didn't call PJ a dog in front of everybody, and Jimmy just fixing his plate, just you know playing dice over there with Uncle BB and them. Like ain't nothing happened. It's a regular cookout day, you know. That, I don't know, but if he was smoking weed, I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking about that earlier. Like, would he defend her? Would he have the courage to defend her more often? Or would he have the courage, period, to do what he needed to do as a man in these situations if he was still smoking weed. Because sometimes when you don't have weed, you're not as confident. So there's a thought, you know.
Like, I feel like I need to repent every time I look at her. She looks like a fucking dog.
Oh!
And he takes her with him everywhere he goes. Like she's a little chihuahua. It's the weirdest thing.
Glare, let me school you, baby. It's okay. I got the tea. Okay, Glare. Okay, the reason why he takes her everywhere that he goes is because she don't trust him. She think he gonna trip up and end up, in Roanoke somewhere, hypothetically. She just think the GPS is just gonna glitch out and his car is gonna get one in them time portals like the DeLorean and shit, and he's just gonna, fall asleep and wake up and he gonna be at my house. It's crazy. I don't know. So she don't trust him to go out by himself. And that's very sad because what Jimmy like 51? 50, 51? He about to be 51? Like he old enough to stay loyal to you and go and do whatever he need to do outside of your presence, outside of you being with him. And maybe he likes the companionship on the road. That could be a thing too. I'm not above, that being a possibility. I don't want y'all to think I'm living in Delulu land over here. Okay? I'm not. But I'm saying, if I'm wrong, prove it. Let him go out by himself and see what happens. Shit. I mean, you never know. Now, I can't decide if I want to repack the bowl or if I want to smoke the rest of this cigarette. We'll hit the bowl. Is Mary Jane Doe in the building? Cause fire in the hole, baby. Fire in the hole. Okay. I don't know. Who knew Jimmy was such a people pleaser? Without the help of cannabis, right? Who knew he was so codependent without cannabis? But you come into this world and alone and naked, and you might not leave naked, but you definitely will leave alone. So that's for everybody on earth, because everybody can't be everywhere. That got dark, didn't it? That got really dark. My bad. Let's play.
Like, and now she's pouting.
Yeah,
she's pouting because they couldn't come to Norfolk County to Dedham and cause trouble.
Right.
Now she's pouting in the car with him because they couldn't. Their day of ruining other people's day has been ruined.
Right. And the crazy part about that is, why is that fun for her? Why is going and yelling at Karen Reed, why is that fun to them? They don't even know they don't know Karen Reed. Like, it's not like they went to school together or something. Like, I don't know. It's very obsessive. It's very narcissistic. It's almost psychotic to drive all that way just to get your nefarious hee ha ha's and thrills. I don't believe well, I would say I don't believe the old Jimmy would do that, but I imagine to get the kind of views Jimmy has accomplished, there's a lot of things you probably would have to do that you don't normally agree with, and maybe that's a part of recognition or a part of YouTube I might not ever see, because I don't know if I have the courage or the gumption or the craziness to step outside of my moral convictions and standards to get the views. I don't know if it means that much to me, to be honest. I would just, if I have to work a 9 to 5, I just do that and run my body ragged. You know, I'd rather do that honest living than have my most notorious moments on YouTube a part of someone's worst memories. Ugh.
They don't know what to do with themselves.
Health emergency. John.
You've probably heard about Boxable's flagship.
I'm gonna read Leanie's comment. Would you trust him? Just playing devil's advocate. I mean, I heard the stories. Well, playing devil's advocate right back at you. I believe that if you're going to date a man that is a player from the Himalaya, like Jimmy is, I believe that you have to accept that as a part of their personality. You have to accept that as a part of their aura and a part of their je ne sais quoi. You feel me? And I wouldn't let a 5-minute nut with some fling, some friend, some girl he only sees once or twice a year or something. I wouldn't let that play a role in my interaction with him, whether that be permanent or temporary. And I don't know if that's because I'm polyamorous and that's the way my brain is wired to think, or I've been on the opposite end of that. Like, I've been in a relationship with a player type of guy, okay? And I've gotten cheated on and lied to. Hey Christian, how you doing? So no shade, just telling the story, okay? And I had that nervous attachment, that anxious attachment to nag and question and go in, and it didn't get me anywhere. All it did was push him away, because we was always fighting and arguing about the same shit that I couldn't change and he wasn't willing to change, right? So I had to accept that Chris is going to do what Chris want to do, baby. And that's just that. That's just what it is. And that's what it always going to be. So, that's how I would approach a relationship with Dolly Vision or Jimmy. Is I just would let him do what he wanted to do. I would let him be free. And I hope he would tell me all the nasty, freaky details when he got back. Ow! The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Ha, ha, ha. Freaks come out at night. Okay. I know somebody shaking their head right now like, Sierra hot in the tail. Don't you know?
Dates about.
Listen.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Oh,
Okay.
talk about right now.
Oh, I'm talking about it right now.
The porn site is not easily accessible, and it keeps timing out like my internet. Well, no, I have 4 bars
Like he called her a dog twice in one live, and Jimmy ain't say shit, bro. He don't give a fuck about her. He really don't. Like, come on, bro. I can't. Look, okay. If my dad was a YouTuber, okay, let's just take it all the way back. If my dad was a YouTuber and somebody called my mama a dog, in the airways, whether it be like a radio show, because it was back in the day, or if it was like on social media, anywhere in passing. If my dad even thought someone thought of my mama as a dog, I don't know if that person would have legs right now. I Yikes. Yikes. That's not good, P. As a woman, that's just not good. Like, if I was in, for real, all jokes aside, if I was in that situation, even with Jimmy, and if the glare, same situation, if the glare called me a dog, bro, I would be livid. You ain't gonna say nothing? You're just gonna let that hang like that? I mean, I ain't saying that Jimmy got to come up here and threaten the glare. Don't get me wrong, YouTube terms and services, okay? Okay, algorithm, don't get that twisted. All I'm saying is I would make it very clear that if you say that in front of my face, we're going to have problems. Did he not make that clear? That is very odd, because usually he at least say something in the next live, or say something when he remember it or whatever, and he double back around like I'm doing with this live, right? But he ain't say. I've been watching, and he ain't say. He ain't defend her at all, yo. I'm floored. That ain't good. That's not good. I don't even know what are we doing, PJ? What are we doing? This can't be real, y'all. How many people in the chat? How many people in the chat would let that slide? Somebody calling you a dog and your man not saying shit. How many people would let that slide in the chat? Just let me know. Press 1 if you would let that slide. If you would just let it slide like PJ, press 1. Press 2 if you about to lose your shit, crash out, and question if your man gon' man up and say something. And at best do something. Nope. Okay. I was just checking. Because right, too. Right. Cause ain't no way too. Okay, too. Okay, cause ain't no way. I'm sorry. As big and as well endowed, yes, Lord, as Jimmy is, that would be a line for me. You ain't gonna say nothing? You ain't gonna defend me? He called me a dog. Now I can understand if you get a little heated and call me a bitch or something, even though that's a female dog, but I would still understand, because that's in our normal profanity vocabulary, right? Bitch, hoe, cunt, you know. That's in the normal society vernacular when we get angry or upset or triggered, right? But so I don't take offense to that, Well, just like when Lionel called me a black bitch, I'm just like, yeah. What news? Breaking news. Yeah. That's me. I didn't have no comeback, because it was, it's true. I mean, I'm a female. I'm black. Last I checked. So let me see. Am I still black? Yeah, I'm still black. I had to check. So at least say something like "shut up" or whatever. Yeah, like something like, He just out here letting people call his mama the dog. She a dog, she a dog, she a dog, she a dog. Ain't that a rap song? I'm gonna have to look that up later. Maybe for the outro. Let's continue.
Dolly, is there any new updates about the kids? Not yet. We'll start digging
let's
into the
go back.
groups in a little while, seeing what the rumors and what news is out on everything. See if anybody spoke up. We've been
have to act.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I
I here
want
to
to
see if they
I want to hear
full.
what I want to hear what Hardman said to him.
Okay. if PJ finds where the courtroom is, we're about to go call him an idiot. We're about to go razzle dazzle him. We done razzle as they're becoming the protagonist by being over emotional and not respecting other people's views. It's funny, right? JLR sent me, yeah. JL, I want a super chat.
He
I'm
gets
up here
so
handling.
tickled about what is in the chat. He was up there. You better not laugh that hard. You better hope a man said that. That's all I can say. Jimmy, don't get stabbed, baby. You was laughing. You had a little too much joy. I know there's a lot of women in that chat. You had a little too much hee hee ha ha behind that. Okay, bring it back a little bit. You forget who you sitting beside. You got Miss Trigger Happy over there. Okay, now don't make me true crime you. Don't do that to me. I will be traumatized. I would have to get counseling. I'll be up here shaking like a leaf. And poor Sassy would be on the phone with me 24/7 because I wouldn't be able to deal. Be careful. Oh, you got to get up out this thing you in now because this is not safe for you. Do y'all feel feel it in my bones? This is not safe.
Your business where you at. I don't see you. Okay. I don't see you. But don't worry, I'll get Turtle Boy for you. I'll get Turtle Boy for you. You shouldn't be fucking with JLR, okay?
Facts.
So
JLR got buddies that travel.
So this guy's whole thing is to go and confront Turtle Boy, to stick a phone in his face for clicks and views. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. This guy drove all the way up to Boston.
And is he okay? I wasn't deep into the Karen Reed trial until the HBO documentary, and I got into it because other than that, I wouldn't know nothing about the case. To be honest with you, I'm a very visual learner. Like I need a visual display, and I have to visually see it. That's why in Idaho 4, according to Leanie's coverage, has been so useful to me because I can either hear the actual transcripts and the articles and the documents, or I can hear her talk about it. And sometimes she shows stuff too. So, I can see it. I'm very visual like that. So I really wasn't into the Karen Reed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't into it at first, but it's Turtle Boy. I know who Turtle Boy is, and I might even be subscribed because I was trying to figure out the Karen Reed situation. I knew it was a big deal to Jimmy and PJ, and I was trying to understand the case, right? And I was like, well, what is everybody talking? Because B Tim be over there talking about Karen Reed too. And I was like, well, shit, B Tim in this. I need to go. I need to know. So once B Tim get involved, count me in. Okay, I'm just following B Tim around these streets. Okay, shout out to B Tim. So I might have subscribed to Turtle Boy, but I don't really watch him. But is Jimmy mad, or does Jimmy not like Turtle Boy because his name is Turtle Boy? And Jimmy's supposed to be the Turtle King. Is this a fight amongst the turtles? Like, is Turtle Boy and Jimmy about to stick their heads out their shell and start necking each other? Oh, no, and they gonna start necking. Oh god. Are they gonna start naked? Why didn't they go? To see Turtle Boy? Probably because uh it was too much backlash. They knew that people were gonna snitch. And if they would have went up there, then it would have been another thing. But that's the thing. See, I think Jimmy wants so badly and so desperately to create another Quentin Simon, Savannah, Georgia type situation all on his own. He's trying to do it on his own. He's trying to create that type of buzz and them type of views all on his own with his own antics. That way he can come back and double back and say, ah ha ha, BHB, ah ha ha, everybody else. If it wasn't for me out there in Savannah, Georgia, y'all, nobody would be out there looking. If it wasn't for me and my dick running amok on these internet streets, nobody would be out there watching what y'all was doing over there at Quentin Simon's house. I brought the views. So that's what he want to say. But he's trying to create that type of chaos because, PJ's the queen of chaos and she loves the chaos. She thrives in chaos. So she's going to help him create the chaos all by himself, so he can take the credit for it and say that, he was great in Savannah, Georgia, and he great now. You understand? That's the way his brain think when it comes to the algorithm and views. Okay? Jimmy, I'm telling you, talk in your sleep, bro. I don't know why you surprised. Don't be looking at your device, TV, or phone at me crazy. Don't be looking at me crazy. Okay? I feel you looking, and just know I'm all up in your medulla oblongata, baby. I'm all up in there. Like swimwear. Okay? And what you don't understand, baby, Sugarfoot, what you don't understand is there was a lot of dynamics in Savannah, Georgia. You need another crew, is all it is. Just like Clue and Cletus, they got a crew, okay? The bees over there, they got a crew. You ain't really got a crew. Because Dumpling off being hot in the pants, okay, we know what Dumpling was doing, okay? And PJ worried about what you looking at, and it better not be Dumpling. So you need a crew that can follow you to go with you to all these places. I don't know who the fuck, but you'll figure it out. What about them boys that was up there? There were some boys that pulled up in a truck when they was in Tennessee. That'd have been a good little crew. He should go with them. He should team up with them, and they go to different, and looking for missing kids or whatever the hustle is nowadays. They should go and do the things, and maybe that could be another Savannah, Georgia, but not like harassing the family because that part was wrong. But maybe like do something like put flyers up, something positive, something nice and wholesome all together. And then you can go and say, I wanted to do this in Savannah, but Betty wanted to do, just throw it on Betty. Just blame Betty. Blame everybody. Blame Betty. It's just a thought.
From Virginia to do that.
Yeah, from Virginia. Crazy.
I don't even know the man. I've never talked to JR a day of my life. But hey, I got you, JL. I got this one for you. All right. Don't worry. Dolly's on the job.
So JLR
I
doesn't
travel
like
too. Okay?
Turtle Boy either.
We like to go. Just not as much as he does.
They
That
want
dude
to
is
be
fucking everywhere.
PJ and Dolly want to be JR and Magnolia so bad. It's no shade. They want to be JLR and Magnolia so bad. They want to. Oh, PJ and Dolly want to be JLR and Magnolia's best friends. Dolly want to be JLR's best friend. Oh, that's so sweet.
Where? You GPS and
He is
the
a big frumpy moron, bro.
Oh my god.
Ugliest fucking bitch I've ever seen in my life, dude. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, JLR.
Let me tell you how to say that, okay? The glare is so raw and uncut with his finger in his hand. Glare. Just say she she plain. She homely. Okay, she got strong features. You know. You ain't gotta say frumpy. She just plain and she got strong features. Bless her heart. She plain, she homely. She's a handsome woman.
Or where you at, boy? Dolly on duty.
Plus, I wanted to see her walk, or at least drive by.
Somebody said, "Don't say that too loud. JL will fall out the sky." Fall out the sky. Let me go check. I don't see no bushes. There's some bushes over there. He might be in one.
Every month, this air
Crazy. But he swore he was funny when that laughed.
Good morning, everyone.
Court.
I'm Dolly and PJ. Go to the cheer bar.
As I understand it, there's nothing really notable about why court was canceled, so don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal.
For lunch, they got good menu. PJ,
it happens.
Are you close to something?
It doesn't happen much in high profile cases, but like if you've ever been involved in a court case where you were involved, dude, stays happen, fucking rescheduling happens at the last minute. It happens all the time. So it's not that serious.
All that.
He might pop out your back seat. I don't know. Y'all want to see the tiki? I'm gonna show him the tiki.
And y'all see the I know, I got you, Blair. I got it. I know. He about to show this tiki in the back seat. And yeah. He got that tiki off some of y'all's give, send, goes. All this money, they don't have a separate debit card, people. They don't have a separate card for the funds raised for searches or missing kids or locating or helping assist families or whatever the fuck that give, send, go says in the description. I don't even know what it says in the description verbatim, but it's not for that. It's for daily living. Basically, it's pay my salary so I will show my face on YouTube and make y'all feel good and important and make y'all feel like, Dolly loves you. No shade. It's no shade. I wish there was a more genuine approach. That's all. I know he has the ability to be genuine. Okay. And I know he has the ability to be authentic. And I wish he would give that to the audience instead of whatever appeases Miss PJ. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, how do you... Nobody gives a fuck, bro.
He was standing up, but Karen Reed backed into him.
Nobody cares.
Y'all hear me? I said the tiki was standing up, but Karen Reed backed into him.
It's fucking hilarious. Like, think about the kind of people who find this guy funny, bro.
Murph's tiki and
you know what? Sometimes he was funny to me when he would talk about, bar fights and um funny shit that happened on the road with his band and his entertainment news commentary. That's when I found him funny, or just his little quirks when he was actually just deep diving into a case, whether it be active or a cold case, and not so much on this um facetious foolala that he got on for appearances to make it look a certain way. Um but yeah, nobody cares. You're right, Claire.
Delaware is where we got that. That thing was expensive. Okay, it was totally expensive. And
yes, court is canceled. Yes, Karen Reed court is canceled. Yes.
Free Karen Reed, justice for John O'Keefe. Kathy, where are you at? Your people out here, and you're not. Okay, there's like a whole 10 people, and they look like they escaped from a senior citizens living facility.
Damn.
Calling me a troll. All right.
You are a troll. Like, what are you doing there? What are you doing there?
Right.
You should carry it into the court and put it on Karen Reed's table when she gets found guilty. Turtle Boy is #1 great journalist. You must live in a parallel universe. That dude is a fool. Okay. If PJ finds where the courtroom is,
like, you see what
we're about to go call him an idiot. We're about to go razzle dazzle him. We're
gonna go razzle dazzle Turtle Boy. This is his master plan. We're gonna go call Turtle Boy an idiot. This is
okay. My question is, are these trips that him and PJ go on to do this crazy shit that doesn't have nothing to do with nothing? Like, oh, let's go yell at Karen Reed. Let's go yell razzle dazzle at Turtle Boy. Is this like foreplay for them? Like, do they get off on this shit? Like, I don't mean to yuck nobody's yum. I'm just, there's gotta be an underlining reason, because this don't seem like, but men will do anything for a piece of ass. Okay. Men will do anything for a piece of ass. So if he jocks and jokes on Karen Reed and jokes on Turtle Boy and can be in a conversation of agreement with PJ, does that like make her hot in the tail and ready to go? Is this foreplay? Are we watching foreplay? Are they broadcasting live their foreplay process? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it foreplay though? Oh. I mean, psychologically, think about that. Like, there's really no. If they really felt that passionate about Karen Reed and things of that nature, they wouldn't even remember to go live about it. They would just be there in attendance. And people would be like, oh, I saw Dolly Vision, and no one would know, and he wouldn't go, you know what I mean? If they felt that, they would take pictures and video footage maybe, but to go live, it seems a little fraudulent and phony, if you will.
His master plan.
We done razzle dazzle the damn Karen Reed supporters today. Right? Tomorrow I'm gonna come out here with Kool-Aid, okay, and offer them Kool-Aid.
No, what simply happened was that And I don't even think we got there yet. That's why I rewinded it this far.
So, but today we just hit them with the razzle dazzle walk by because somebody told me, roll up, push up. Well, you don't get no more pushing up than this. I'm here. Okay. For all them people, oh, you won't come out here.
Confirming.
Not only that, yes, what he's about to say, he's confirming of what he's doing. But not only that, but this is the same couple that go around calling shit ghetto. Like, oh, because somebody has said something about bees. Like, we bees over here, or we gonna bees over there, or something. And PJ was like, oh, why do they say it like ghetto? Like, what are they, ghetto? Like, ghetto. Like, they always like, ooh, that looks ghetto. I mean, I get the shade, thank you for thinking of me. I get the shade when it comes, to me, I get it, But I also, if someone tells you to pull up and you pull up, ain't that ghetto? Ooh, the oxymorons, the hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy for me. It's the hypocrisy for me.
In words, he's confirming that he's gone there to look for trouble. So if he shows up to Turtle Boy's hearing and anything takes place that gets out of hand, anything beyond words, he's telling you that that's what he's looking for.
Yeah.
That's what he came to Boston for.
So, yeah.
This is
so if anything would have happened while he was in Boston and he would have got arrested, PJ would have fired up or got donations for a legal fund when he asked for legal trouble. Like, you can't borrow trouble. It's not good to borrow trouble. I never understood that when my mom would say, Sierra, don't borrow trouble. That means don't put yourself in a situation that you're going to have to get out of later. Like, think ahead of yourself. And these people are older than me. No shade, Jimmy. Love you down, Boots. But he know better. He doing this to impress her. But impressing her might get you hemmed up one day, Jimmy. That's the truth. That's the sad part.
He's letting you know. I mean,
out here, I'm here. Okay, I'm right here. I'm sitting right dead ass in front of the courtroom. Look, see the reporters.
He's a moron, Johnny O.
Oh my god, she danced. She danced to my song. She did. Shut your face. Shut your face. Shut your face. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Did she? Oh, I gotta go. After this, I'll go look. Or if she's off live. I don't even know if she's off live or if she's live or what, but OMG. OMG. I'm gonna have to figure out how to download. I gotta when I can't. I want to go see. I'll go see later though. I'll go see later, and then. Oh, that's so cool. And I was hoping she was gonna dance to my song because I was trying to find make a song for her to dance to. Like I was, that's the whole point of the song because I was like, I gotta make a song, and then PCT will dance. Then I figured if I made PCT a song, then I'm gonna have to make everybody else a song, and so that's how the songs came about. I was trying to get her to dance this whole time. Oh my god, mission accomplished. Hey Anna. Okay, let me finish this. I gotta get the tea. Let me finish this Clara. Hi, Clara.
I'm here. It don't get no more push up than this. I'll walk right up to everybody.
Ain't
I
that
love,
Don't
good?
get no
I
more.
love how he got quiet. He was like, "It don't get more push up than this." I walk right up to everybody.
I know. He was trying to be gangster. He was flexing for his girl, Clara. He was flexing for the. He was flexing. You know, he was trying to act like he was, big man. He do that in the bedroom too. He do. He do that. He do that in real life, but not in I'm gonna go live type of way. Like he ain't broadcasting it or nothing, but his stroke. Never mind. You don't want to know all that. My bad, Clara. I was talking to you like, like what the hell? I don't want to know this. TMI. Blair can't even hold his liquor right now listening to this because he's just like, what? He on the porcelain throne right now, giving it to God. My bad, Blair. My bad. I'll try to tone down the sexualizing Dolly Vision. I'm so sorry. I forgot you might listen to this.
What's up, Sleuthy Goosey?
Pulling up and rolling
Sleepy
up.
Goosey.
You know what I'm saying? Say it again. I'm here. All right. I'm like me to say it 3 times. I show up.
Yeah, I have a source, but it's when it comes to Karen's hearing, it's not that serious. It's shit happens. It's beyond me to discuss the details of it, but it's shit happens.
Oh my
It is what it is.
This is Pod 5.
That is so weird, Anna. That is I don't hate nobody that much. I don't, even if I saw like if some weird thing happened and I saw PJ in real life, I would probably smile when I see her. Now she might be ready to cold cock me, but I would block it and smile and be like, girl, and if it got physical, I would still be smiling, because I'm just not an angry person. I don't hate nobody that much, but I will defend myself, you know what I'm saying? But I don't hate nobody. You feel? Even if I would have ran into her recently, it'd have been cordial. We would have probably fought, but after the fight, it would have been, I would have smoothed shit over. I don't want no beef, baby. I love you too. You can get this too, baby. You can all over me. It's cool.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh my God, Dolly, you
all you
stopped
need
in
to
my
know.
state. Yeah, I'm here. I'm surprised you got parked.
Yeah, fact.
Pass out some dum-dums. You're in Delaware. Don't get yourself put in jail. Mind your bubble. I'm going to be in my bubble. I was nice to everybody. I was polite. When I walked by, I said, excuse me. Thank you. Have a nice day. I was nice. I was nice to everybody. I'm not treating people mean out here. They're the
Nobody
ones that
said you
were
was.
saying things to me.
Nobody said you was treating people mean, but it's what you say on the internet that people hear and see and remember and screenshot and record and pass around. You're a whole social media personality, babe. You can't be out here talking about you gonna run up on this or that or pull up and just come on now. 51. We're 51. 51 talking about rolling up and pulling up and then pulled up. Lord have mercy. You're flexing too much for this gal you with. Now, I'm gonna let you know you ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that flexing like you the man with me. I don't require that. Okay, just be yourself.
You know, troll coming through.
Well, because
You know,
he's
that
a
type
troll.
of stuff.
You're a troll.
And
That's why.
Does he got a coffee pot
who
in
is the
his
troll?
studio?
Last time I looked,
No,
Tab,
pause. Wait a minute. Does the Glenn have a coffee pot in his studio? I need me a coffee pot now. Let's see. Where am I gonna put my table? Okay, I got a table for the computer. Maybe I need a little side table over neck, like a second nightstand over here. And then on my second nightstand, I can put my coffee pot and maybe a little mini fridge or something. You know, and maybe a drawer full of snacks. Ooh, that'd be cute. Larry, you just gave me an idea. Now I'm gonna have to give me a coffee pot. Yo, I'm gonna have to give me one of them. I'm gonna get a Keurig though, so that way I can have like hot chocolate in the winter. I can get the hot chocolate Keurig cups. And I can just have hot chocolate or tea or coffee. You know what I mean? Ooh, get my shit now. Wait a minute. He has a neon light too. Do I need a neon light? You know what? I might need a neon light too. I don't know about them Punk Fiction posters. I don't know about all that. But the neon light, I could get like something that say I think Sassy, she got me a sign that's gonna say Queen Pen on it. So I'm gonna hang that up behind me. So I think this is gonna be cute once I get it together. You know, maybe I'll have something to cam up about.
what, almost 75,000 people?
Yeah, you've got an audience 75,000 trolls. Like everyone knows this. Like you troll my chat. People see you trolling my chat. What are you talking about?
Damn.
65. I'm off by about 10,000. 64. I think it's 64. But that would make you guys out there the trolls. I'm not a troll. I'm a content creator. I bring content to the internet.
I'll stay on top of that. If there's a court Zoom,
you guys out here holding signs that look like
shut up for a second, man. As long as if I could get that Zoom, I'll stream Aiden's hearing, guys.
Belong under a bridge. The trolls. Okay. So I mean, it is what it is. I didn't just leave bingo. Okay.
Damn.
No, Karen does not have court today.
Dolly has button down on. He is carrying himself with dignity. That's right. I'm nice. I'm polite. I didn't come out here to treat people mean. I came out here to see if they would get razzled. And they did. It shows you. Here's my thing. I don't care if you support Karen Reed, right? You can support Karen Reed all you want. I don't have a problem with you. I think a lot of these people out here are good people, right? But they're acting foolish. They're acting childish. They shouldn't act like.
Why did you come out there? See, what happened was Dolly walked by them and didn't see one blue shirt. That's the takeaway.
Oh, huh.
That's the takeaway for us. This is a guy who has been not doing any research on this case at all. He's just seeing the attention that it's getting, and he figures he can make money talking about it.
Because PJ has been following the case, and he has adopted PJ's perspective and opinion to appease her. Go on.
Money going the opposition. The problem is that you need people who feel that Karen Reed is guilty for this to work. Because if you don't have support, it's pointless. If you don't have anybody who agrees with you out there, you're just some asshole out there being
on his floor. Maybe he got a low table. Maybe it looked like he reaching on the floor, but it could just be a low sitting table, you know? But I'm going to get a table that's even with my nightstand on the other side. And, you know, I want it up higher. It could be a longer, not really long, but if I had the exact same table on this side as the other side, that'd be perfect. Because then I would have 2 drawers for snacks and enough room for a mini fridge and a coffee / hot chocolate / Keurig maker for when I'm up here with y'all. You know, that'd be cute because we can have a little hot chocolate break, tea break. When I bring y'all the tea, I can have the tea. Okay, that's cute. A little snack break, smoke break. That'd be cute, especially when we doing panels and stuff. That'd be cute. That'd be so cute.
Being loud. And so this guy gets there. There's no blue shirts anywhere in sight because the media has misrepresented. And
You know what? Anna says exactly. I swear, PJ absolutely sets Dolly up to fail. She feeds him only what she wants him to know. He's lazy not to do research ever. Well, he might do research every now and again. I don't put that. I think he's capable of research. But I also think he don't want to go against anything that she says because they have argued about cases before. It has impended on their relationship. And when he had his own opinion and he went opposite of what she thought in her perspective, she couldn't handle that and took it out on him. And they had a good few days apart. They kind of broke up over it, as silly as it sounds. And I think in order to stay in her good graces and for her to keep his secrets, whatever they may be, even though, child, we know all the secrets. So I don't know why he's so worried about what she gonna say or not say after the fact, because whatever she tell us or whatever gets back to my ears and my knowledge, it's not gonna affect how I feel about the man. You understand? So my thing is, he ain't got nothing to lose, really. He got everything to gain. The freedom to really indulge into his own opinion and his own perspective from his own brain without the influence of a current or woman in general. I would only offer my opinion if he asked, not because I believe a woman should be quiet or none of that patriarchal bullshit. He's smart enough, I think, in my opinion, he's smart enough to ask me for my opinion if he wants to know it. I don't have to press my opinion on him. You understand? That's where I stand in my divine feminine, and that's where he would stand in his divine masculine. When you are very secure in your femininity, you don't have to push your ways and perspectives on a man to keep him. That's child's play, because eventually the man will resent you and he will pull away because he will learn to be free with someone else. He will learn to let his guard down and exhale with someone else. And that's what you don't want. Have the police come up to their vehicle yet, or they were crushed over that? It seems like, yeah. And they mistake PJ for a guy. I didn't hear that part. I need to listen for that part. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's listen to the part.
Dolly found out firsthand that the media, when they go, the community is split. When Vinnie Politan sits up there and he goes, the community, the entire community in Boston is split down the middle. These people over here, I can't wear a pink tie. I can't wear a blue tie. That's all bullshit drama. That's all bullshit hyping shit up, hyperbole, as it were. That's all that is.
Exactly.
And Dolly just found out. Like, we all know it. America doesn't really know it. But we all know it. Right? Now Dolly knows it. He showed up and was like, where the fuck is Kate Peter? Kim Fair? Where are these people? Oh, that's right. They're sitting at home collecting fucking benefits from the government and watching Maury.
Damn.
Like that. They should have been, hey, thank you for being out here supporting John O'Keefe. Right? Because that's what it's supposed to be about, right? But it's not. You know, as soon as I walked up, they said, oh, you look like a Karen Reed supporter. I said, no, I think you got me mistaken. And they instantly got defensive.
And he's wearing a blue shirt. Somebody didn't give him the memo.
didn't like what was going on. And
What if you can create your own website?
LeClaire is funny. He's a hoot. LeClaire is a hoot.
They should be polite. You know, I'm a guest in this town. They should be, hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. You know, all these other people are so polite here and so nice. The people of Canton and Denham and Boston, awesome people. Everybody I've met so far has been super great. And, you know, I've treated everybody with respect. I ain't been mean to anybody. More or less, I'm just playing with these people, you know, just joking, the whole razzle dazzle. To me, it's funny, right? That they get mad so easily. Listen, I'm not mad at you for supporting Karen Reed.
Listen, Dolly, and I'm going to say this to be nice because I've known who you are for a long time, and we've always, you know, managed to communicate without blocking each other for the most part.
Facts.
For the most part. But it's not that these people have gotten mad at you. Nobody's mad at you.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to say.
These people are just very protective of something that they have invested all of their time and energy into. These people are protective of their.
I'm gonna skip ahead just a
That's
little
a
bit.
bingo hall, right? I was thinking B8 when I walked by him. Okay.
You see what I mean? Immediately he wants to insult. That's why I have no bones calling his fucking wife a dog. Because he just wants to insult people.
They smell like regret.
And like he starts with the whole, oh, I got no problem with any of you guys. You know, everything's cool. I got no problem with you. And then he starts with the personal attacks. Like,
right.
No, you're not fooling anybody. You're a dipshit.
And cigarettes. I'm just saying.
I don't get this whole publicly kikiing and laughing on the side with PJ about cigarettes, because then they were riding in the slingshot the other day and PJ was like, oh, it smells like weed here really bad. It smells like weed. Like what? Like you're like what? Even Elevated Truth will be in the comments sometimes on their lives, on Dolly Vision's live, and be like, don't blame the weed. Stop blaming the weed. And I'm just like, yeah, like I remember when Dolly Vision was smoking cigarettes. He wasn't Dolly Vision, it was Jimmy Jams, you know, Jams TV. But I remember when he was smoking cigarettes, rolling blunts, and having a few beers on live. And now he's that's beneath him. That's beneath him. Like I don't know if I buy that. I think he putting on that attitude to impress PJ. I don't think that's an OG perspective of his.
Yeah, like bad decisions and lung cancer. It was a mixture of the two. Okay, that's what it was like. So, but they got their flags out. They're patriotic. You know me. I love America. It's my country. And they look.
Oh, 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 uh-oh, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Am I pulling a Matthew right now?
Sorry, I had to make a quick phone call. Looks like Dolly privated his video.
Uh-oh.
He didn't get struck. He just privated his video.
Well, y'all can come here and watch it for free with me and the Glarer. You're welcome. You know, you're welcome. You can give Glarer $5 and then give me $5 because I think he put it on the $10 membership tier. So, you know, just split it down 50-50. Glarer, you take 5 and I take 5. I got 5 on it. All right. Oh my God.
We like to call that dirty deleting.
Yes.
Is how we like to refer to that.
Yep. Dirty deleter. You dirty deleter.
Because somebody's feeling a little ashamed.
Just a little bit.
Right, exactly. PJ triggered much.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, dude, you're not gonna come down to Boston to troll people, and we're not gonna fucking out troll you, dude. Like, I can't wait. Honestly, what's really funny is most of us are looking like none of his viewers give a fuck about this, which is really funny. He's trying to make his viewers give a fuck about it.
Yeah.
But what's really funny is, like, we're the ones looking forward to him going to Aiden's courthouse. We can't wait to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what Turtle Boy does. You know, like, he doesn't get that. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna razzle dazzle Turtle Boy. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
You didn't think to do an impression.
You're not. You're not gonna razzle dazzle anybody. You're gonna look stupid, and we're all gonna laugh.
Oh God!
And like, I can.
Is that what Southerners like sound like razzle dazzle? Oh my God, that's so funny.
Because it's a win-win. If you don't go, it's a win. But if you go, and I tell you, and you just privated your shit because I'm talking about you, and I was reviewing you, and you're on your way there, and then you look stupid because inevitably, like, you already show up by default looking stupid. It's just the way you look. You look stupid anyway. But as soon as you show up looking stupid, you're not going to not look stupid trying to razzle dazzle Aiden Carney. I really, really can't wait for that. I'm really looking forward to it. I have to check. I have to keep checking here.
Isn't that sad, Anna, that he has to do that? Tailor his YouTube persona and what he says and does IRL and on the internet to appease her, to keep her from being, what you say, a spawn of Satan. That's crazy. I don't know if pussy worth all that for me. No shade. I don't know if it's worth all that. You know, I'd rather be with someone I could be myself around. I'd rather be with someone that I'm comfortable expressing my thoughts and opinions. You know what I mean? Um, because that's how, you get to know people. What song was I? Oh, I know. Uno momento. Trying to find the song. No, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it either. Okay. I have found messing with the Indo weed. Got 5 on it. Yeah. I got 5 on it. I love that song too. But I found a song about being a dog. So. Oh God. So look, y'all. I'm done with my review of the glare, going over um Jimmy and PJ's members only live, right? Sometimes in the trauma community, you can see a lot of members only material if you just know where to look and you follow the gossip train. When does gossip pay off? When someone puts their shit on members only and it's in the middle of somebody reviewing it and then you can see it for free. That's how that works. That's how that works. Well, we have school tomorrow at the Clark House. So it's technically a school night. I hope everyone had a fabulous Memorial Day. Fabulous. I hope all the veterans and military service had a chance to relax today and enjoy the freedom they fought for. And for the soldiers who are no longer with us, um, I tip my hat to you. Um, because without uh, the men and women of the arms forces, I can't imagine what type of world we would live in. Okay. And, everything said on this channel is for commentary purposes only. And these are just my opinions. Shout out to the Glarer for doing his big one. Okay. And, if anybody else has some good, not just on Dolly Vision, but just good roast in general, I will review them because I like to laugh too. Okay. Whether they're about my friends or, whatever, right? I don't hold no qualms. Now, if there's any moderators in the chat, could you drop the Glares channel link in my chat? To show appreciation to the Glare, for showing his content and laughing along with him. I don't want to miss the opportunity to plug his channel. He has a great channel and he's put in the work. I respect it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mary Jane Doe. Thank you. I knew Mary Jane Doe would be on it. I knew it. I knew it. Shout out to everybody in the bushes tonight. Shout out. I appreciate, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're listening to what I gotta say, and I'm glad that I have a platform to say it on, because it is not missed upon me that my voice, in my opinion, has grown in this community as I've grown and learned along the way in my YouTube journey. And to all 856 of you, I wanted to extend a thank you for subscribing and being here and tuning in to the show and to my opinion and my crazy quirks and the crazy shit I say, you know. I'm just learning the ropes, guys. I'm trying to be a good student of Dolly Vision. Okay? It just is what it is. And I'm allowed to critique my mentor, you know. That's part of it. I think that's part of growth, you know, being able to critique those above you. And, you know, if you like the vibes over here and you're listening to the replay or you're on your way in or out, like this video, please, please like it, baby, like it. I love it when you like it. Okay? And subscribe if you like the vibes over here and turn on all your notifications so you won't miss when I just spontaneously come up on here and talk to you guys. You never know when you're going to see me again. So show me love and I'll be back even sooner. The more love I see and that you are liking the content and you're liking what I put out, the more inclined I am to come back and to keep coming back with different and better content, right? Whether that be commentary or visual art, as I like to call it, from TikTok. Okay? And I have so many audios on TikTok too that I need to record and get busy on. But we have a goal. On TikTok, I have 1K followers. Did y'all know that? On TikTok, I have 1K followers. Now, I would like those numbers on TikTok to translate to YouTube. Please and thank you. And we are getting close because the goal right now is 1K subscribers, not for monetization, but just for bragging rights. So I could feel like I'm tough shit, you know, just so I can like walk through the streets and flip my lace front and, you know, be cute and, you know, hang out with my girls, PCT and Sassy and Mary Jane Doe and Pink, you know, and we can just walk around here like we the mean girls, you know, like or Clueless or The Craft or something. Like, you know, that like very cinematic, like a group of girls walking down the high school hallway and the popular one is in the middle. I'm in the middle and everyone else is like walking on either side of me. Okay. And we just bound chicken wow wow, you know, walking down the hallway, just we probably twerking and walking shit. And Mary Jane Doe probably walking and smoking a blunt in the school. Okay. So so, you know, maybe we'll get to film that one day. Maybe if we ever get together, we can film a walk through a high school hallway sequence, right? Is that what it's called? Like a sequence, like a slow-mo sequence? Or it don't even have to be a high school hallway. It could be like walking down the street or an empty road or any fucking parking lot, you know? Anyway, a parking garage, anywhere. It doesn't matter, you know? But that slow-mo walk, I love that. Anywho, I squirreled again, as I tend to do. Now, as I always say, if I did work cameras back then, I was smoked and used to smoke. Boys. Yeah, we had a smoking block at in my high school. We had well, it was the smoking block when my dad went to school, and that was he started high school the first year of segregation. So that was in the 60s. Yeah. So 60s, 70s. And it was still the smoking block when I toured my high school. But then like after a while they like cleaned it up and they stopped calling it the smoking block, and it was just the senior eating area. They turned it into, they put picnic tables and a pond with fish in it and a drink machine and things of that to make it look like a senior eating area. I don't know what it is now. I haven't been to my high school in some years now, but great memories. Great memories. Don't want to relive them right now. Great memories though, especially of, the boys. Hey, Blackout. Okay. Uh, all right, y'all. As I always say, am I sharing my screen? No, wait. Where's my outro? What am I doing? What am I doing? You know what I say, y'all. Until next time, or the next time I feel like it, child. Bye. I holla. What did I say? I said bye or I holla. It's I holla Dubai. I'm so silly. I'm gonna go to sleep after this. I promise. Bye, y'all.